This week's word of the week is articulate.
Articulate. Articulate.
Now, keep in mind that May is the monthly theme, which we're starting now, is speaking of wow. All of these words are going to be centered around communication and talking, conversation. All right, let's get into it. Articulate, pronounced articulate. Articulate. Notice that breathy T. I mean, that's just my personal preference, but of a person or a person's speech, having or showing the ability to speak fluently and coherently. Now, some synonyms: eloquent, cogent. Now, if you want to look that up, a little bonus word for you. It's an adjective, meaning it describes something. Some antonyms would mean the opposite of articulate would be someone is hesitant or unintelligible. Here's a sample sentence. I like this one. Since she was very articulate with her presentation, the teacher gave her a good grade on the assignment. Now, keep that in mind, fellows. You gotta know, if you're presenting, especially in AP classes, be sure to be articulate. Pronounce all the sounds, and in Spanish and French. Articulation is important. Now, going to the etymology, it comes from Latin articulatus, meaning distinct or jointed. Kind of how it's the opposite of how I slur my speech. You don't want to be talking like Jello, right? You want to have distinct sounds when you speak, or at least that's the goal. So that's where we get the meaning of articulate. Notice that all my sounds are, all nice and separated. Now on to the foreign languages. In Spanish, we have elocuente. In Portuguese, we have articulado or articulada. And in French is articulé. Now, moving on to the final part, let's look at the word neighbors. First up, articulation. Articulation is a noun meaning the formation of clear and distinct sounds in speech. Here's a sample sentence. Clear articulation of a word can result in better comprehension from the audience. Now, this is something that's very applicable in public speaking. Now, our second word, neighbor. To articulate. Now, this is a verb, meaning to express an idea or feeling fluently and coherently. Quote, the congressman articulated his thoughts in a fluid manner. Now, our final word, articulately, is an adverb, meaning expressed with fluency and coherence. Writers are able to articulately craft a narrative to get their story across. All right, that's it for this week. I hope I articulated my thoughts well. I hope to see you back next week for the new word.